Testing, 1, 2.
KQKI News, I'm Brady Burrell coming to you live from the Morgan City Emergency Operations Center. We know the mic works. Thank you very much, JP Henry, the Assistant Chief of Berwick Police Department. I am coming to you live from the Morgan City Emergency Operations Center, and of course we are bringing you live coverage on Tropical Storm Francine. Local officials have just had conference calls with the National Weather Service as well as officials on both ends of the parish. Tropical Storm Francine, of course, it has developed into a tropical storm. It skipped the depression phase and is going directly to a tropical storm. Right now, the maximum sustained winds are near 50 miles per hour, and as of now, officials are expecting it to make landfall on Wednesday evening around 7 p.m. near Intracoastal City as a hurricane, as a Cat 1 hurricane with sustained winds at approximately 56 miles per hour. Rainfall expected to be between 6 to 8 inches with isolated up to 12 inches. Storm surge between 5 to 10 miles per hour. We can tell you that the tornado risk is limited, so that is obviously very good news for us. We can tell you there are no evacuations yet. We are waiting to hear from the St. Mary Parish School Board. They were waiting till after this briefing to decide what they would do as far as the school schedule is concerned for the rest of the week. So as soon as we get additional information on that, we will pass that along to you. Of course, the big question that a lot of people have are sandbags. Sandbags are now available for the unincorporated areas of the parish at the parish barns. That would include the Hanson Barn on 182, that is near Garden City. They also have some at the Bayou Vista Parish Barn that is near the Water Tower on 182. They're also under Highway 182 Bridge in Amelia, as well as Abear Washington Park in Four Corners. Berwick will have some this afternoon under the Highway 90 Bridge next to the Berwick City Hall. Morgan City will also have some later this afternoon. They are waiting on the sand to be delivered. That will happen on David Drive underneath the Highway 90 Bridge in Morgan City. And again, that is happening later today. But as of now, sand and sandbags are available at the parish barns in Garden City on 182, also on 182 in Bayou Vista next to the Water Tower, also under Highway 182 Bridge in Amelia, and the Abear Washington Park in Four Corners. In Morgan City, they are waiting on the sand to be delivered later today. That will be available underneath the Highway 90 Bridge at David Drive, and Berwick will also have theirs available underneath the Highway 90 Bridge in Berwick, and that will happen, of course, as well this afternoon. We are under a hurricane watch. That hurricane watch is currently from Cameron to Grand Isle, and so that's basically what we know for now. We are going to bring in right now the executive director of the, what's your title? Operations manager, excuse me, with the St. Mary Levee District. You can't keep up with titles sometimes. The operations manager, Mike Bricado, he is with the St. Mary Levee District. Mike, if you can step into the frame here and come a little closer. I know that you are in the process of closing some floodgates as we speak. Tell us where we stand with those.
So we're closing the Bayou Teche floodgate this afternoon at 5 o'clock. Franklin Canal floodgate will be closed at 10:30 in the morning. Bayou Cheyenne will be closed at 7 in the morning. And then, of course, Hanson Canal and Yellow Bayou will be closed today as well. We currently have contractors on site installing the Yoakley Extension Levee, which is a removable flood wall near Meadow Shark and Gulfcraft in Sherrington or Franklin. And then, of course, with the city of Morgan City, city of Berwick, we're working on closing floodgates along the river as well.
Of course, besides the rainfall, one of the biggest concerns, as always, storm surge, mainly on that west end of the parish. But since the major storms that we've had, Rita, Ike, Gustav, and some of the others, you've installed a lot of levees and floodgates. What can we expect as far as storm surge?
Currently, they're calling 5 to 10 feet above what is out there at this point. The river's at 10.5. I'm sorry, the river's at 2.5. Based on the modeling we're seeing currently, we're looking at probably a 6-foot river. But again, this thing's ramping up and it's moving closer to us. And this is kind of our worst case scenario as far as storm surge goes, because we're on the east side of the storm.
Now, although those levees and floodgates have been installed, again, mainly on the west end, there have been problems in the past right along Metal Shark, Burns Point, Supremo Point. Are you expecting any of those issues?
No, because of that Yoakley extension flood wall that they're installing right now, that entire area is protected up to 10.5. So, no, we're in really good shape, to be honest.
Well, definitely good news. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate the update.
Thank you.
And again, Mike Bricotto, the operations manager with the St. Mary Levee District. We are wrapping up the briefing. As you see the storm track just to our west, that is the projected landfall around Intracoastal City on Wednesday evening around 7 p.m. as a minimal Cat 1 hurricane, around 86 miles per hour sustained winds. Of course, don't let the Cat 1, Cat 2, or strong tropical storm, those status throw you off. It only takes sometimes a tropical storm. And although they are calling for rainfall 6 to 8 inches, we could see isolated amounts up to 12 inches. So don't let your guard down. There are no evacuations called at this time. Officials will meet again at 4:15 this afternoon. We will be there to bring you that information. So the main bullet points here is that we are expecting that Cat 1 hurricane to make landfall Wednesday evening around 7 p.m. around Intracoastal City, putting us on that east side, that wet side. We get more winds, more rain, more storm surge. But as Mike said, we seem to be protected from that storm surge. The tornado risk is limited. We are under that hurricane watch. We mentioned the sandbag locations. We're also going to post that at kqkinews.com and share it to our Facebook page. Please download the KQKI smartphone app. If you do not have the KQKI smartphone app, very important, we can send you real-time notifications for Android, iPhone. Enable your notifications. Any information we get, we will push that out to you. You can also listen online. If you lose electricity or if you travel, if you decide to play it safe and evacuate, although there are no evacuations called, you can still listen to KQKI online. We'll keep you updated as well on social media through Facebook. Visit KQKI News throughout the day, and of course listen here to KQKI 95.3 FM. So that's the information we have at this time. The big one that we're waiting on are schools. We did receive an update from St. Mary Parish School Superintendent Buffy Fagenbush earlier, and they did say they were going to wait till after this meeting to decide on the schedule for the remainder of the week. So as I am checking now to see if we got any information, and we don't. As soon as we get that information, we will announce it here on KQKI 95.3 FM, also at kqkinews.com, on our Facebook page, and we'll send that information out on the KQKI smartphone app. Coming to you live from the Morgan City Operations Center, I'm Brady Burrell for KQKI News, your local news leader.